Let's be honest. Does your business's financial system look a little bit like a shoebox overflowing with receipts? Hey, if it does, you're definitely not alone. But what if you could turn all that chaos into a powerful, predictable system? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the 5 essential steps to get your books completely audit ready, giving you clarity, control, and honestly, some much-needed peace of mind.
You know, this quote just gets right to the heart of it. A messy financial story isn't just a bit disorganized. It's like you're trying to fly a plane completely blind. You can't prove your profitability to a lender, you can't confidently plan for the future, and you could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table without even realizing it.
This slide shows the journey perfectly. We're all trying to move from those reactive habits on the left, the chaos, the panic, the risk, over to that proactive system on the right. That's the goal, right? Operating with clarity, confidence, and a clear path for growth. This is so much more than just getting ready for tax season. It's a fundamental shift in how you run your business.
So, let's start with a little reality check. So many entrepreneurs see bookkeeping as, a distraction from the real work. And this leads right to that classic shoebox problem. Receipts and invoices just piling up, creating this mountain of stress that you only deal with when you absolutely have to.
And that procrastination, it has a real price tag. I mean, beyond all the stress, you're literally losing money on missed tax deductions and then paying hefty cleanup fees to your CPA just to sort out the mess. It's not saving you time or money. It's actually costing you both.
Now, beyond the financial costs, flying blind with your books carries some really serious risks. And I'm talking about legal and operational dangers that can threaten the very foundation of your entire company. Let's just pause on this question for a second, because it's a mistake countless business owners make. What really happens when you use a business account for groceries, or maybe pay a business bill from your personal checking account? Well, the answer is a lot more serious than you might think.
The biggest risk is this legal concept right here, piercing the corporate veil. See, the whole point of having an LLC or a corporation is to create a legal shield between your business and your personal assets. But when you mix those funds, a court can actually rule that the business isn't a separate entity at all, making you personally responsible for all its debts and lawsuits. Just like that, your shield is gone.
And the dangers don't stop there. As you can see, messy books make it nearly impossible to get a loan, they act as a huge red flag for the IRS, and maybe most importantly, they prevent you from making smart, strategic decisions. It's simple. You just can't manage what you don't measure. Okay, that was the bad news. The good news is there's a clear solution to all of this. So let's walk through the 5-step audit-ready system that gives you a direct path from all that chaos to complete financial control.
Here it is. This is the roadmap. As you can see, it's a pretty logical flow. You start by gathering everything, then you build the system, and then you establish the habits of recording and reconciling. This creates a solid foundation that makes staying tax compliant almost effortless. Let's break it down.
Step 1 is the absolute foundation. Seriously, before you do anything else, you must separate your business and personal finances. Open a dedicated business bank account and get a business credit card. This is completely non-negotiable. It's the firewall that protects your personal assets. For step 2, it's time to ditch the spreadsheet. Cloud-based software like QuickBooks or Xero is safer, way more efficient, and it creates an automatic audit trail for you. This is where you'll set up your chart of accounts. Think of it as the digital filing cabinet for your money, and choose your accounting method. Step 3 is all about consistency. Every single transaction gets recorded using the double entry method, which is what keeps your books perfectly balanced. But just as important is categorizing every single transaction the same way every time. This discipline is what prevents confusing, useless reports down the line. Step 4 is the habit that truly separates a hobby from a real business: monthly reconciliation. This is where you confirm that the numbers in your software match the numbers on the bank statement. It is the only way to catch errors, spot fraud, and know for sure that your data is 100% accurate. And finally, step 5, tax compliance. An organized system makes tax season pretty painless, actually, but it also means knowing your limits. Making that strategic decision to delegate your bookkeeping to a professional frees you up to focus on what you do best: growing the business.
So, once this whole system is in place, bookkeeping stops being this annoying chore, and it actually becomes a strategic tool. This is where you go beyond just recording data and you start making powerful decisions with it.
And the return on that investment is incredible. I mean, the source material shows that businesses who use professional bookkeeping often save 4 to 5 times the fee in tax savings and recovered time.
That is a powerful ROI.
And this is why that ROI is so high. Clean books generate the 3 critical reports you see right here: your profit and loss, your balance sheet, and your cash flow statement. These aren't just for your accountant. They are your business's dashboard, giving you the data you need to steer with total confidence.
Ultimately, it all comes down to a shift in your mindset. Proper bookkeeping isn't an administrative burden. It's a strategic investment in the very foundation of your business.
So let's just boil it down to 4 key takeaways. 1. Separate your finances, always. 2. Reconcile your accounts every single month, no exceptions. 3. Use modern software to automate everything and reduce errors. And 4. Delegate before you're completely overwhelmed so you can focus on growth.
In the end, how you handle your books really answers the question on this slide. A hobby can survive in a shoebox. A business built to last needs a solid foundation. The choice of which one you're building is entirely up to you.